Using forms can be an excellent tool for educators and administrators. Creating a form is easy, and creating a summary of your data is effortless. While we are going through the types of answers you may ask, you will want to think carefully how you will use this data. If this is a way for a teacher of record to gather data from several team members to report back into IEP, make sure that you use your form questions that mirror the type of progress monitoring method you chose in the IEP. If you are the only one collecting data for IEP goals, consider just using the progress monitoring wizard in IEP, as this may be creating more paperwork for you to achieve the same goal. First, sign into your Gmail account, and be sure to sign into the correct one, as this will matter later when you are deciding who can respond to your forms. To get into Drive, click on the Apps icon at the top right of your screen and navigate to the triangle-shaped Drive icon. I've already created a folder I want my form and results to go into. Now let's create a new form. You may already be familiar with apps like Google Docs or Sheets. Let's go into More and click Google Forms. A form will automatically be generated for you. We will go through the most commonly used options and a few others that may be useful in an educational setting. Give your form a title. This will be your file name and the name of the spreadsheet with the form's responses. Your first blank question has already been generated. You can change the question type by clicking on the drop-down tab. Let's make this question that's similar to single point, where the response is a percentage. Make this a text question type, and under Advanced Settings, use Data Validation to make sure the answer in the box will always be a number between 0 and 100. I can make this question required so that the form can't be submitted until there's a number in the box. And don't forget to write your question, or in this case, a basic goal statement. To create another question, click Add Item. For this question, I want users to put in a date. When someone submits a form, their submissions are time-stamped the moment it's submitted, but perhaps you want to allow for backdating of observations or noting the exact time the observation took place, so the question would be especially useful. Our next question, I want to allow for notes, narratives, or subjective observations. A paragraph question is perfect for this. And as I start to add questions, I can simply click and drag them around to order them on my form. The next question is multiple choice. I want to add environments where the student was observed, and perhaps in this form I want to make sure that the responder is only reporting the one observation per environment. I want to add my choices and then add the other options so responders can add in their own environment choice. If I want to duplicate the question, I click the Duplicate button. Then I can change the type of question to a checkbox where multiple answers can be selected. A few other question types are useful, include scales and grids. If you want to delete a single question, click on the question and then click on the trash icon in the corner. You can also add images or videos to your form to add interest or demonstrate a concept. Now that we've finished adding our questions, there are some choices we make before sharing it with users. At the top of the form, there are settings. Most of these settings deal with the responder's access to your organization's domain. For example, if I unchecked requiring my organization's login, it will warn me that users other than people who work in my organization will be able to view and respond. Depending on the nature of the survey and the type of information that it has, you may want to require more or less security. You can also automatically correct usernames, so that entering a name is one less field a user has to fill in. At the bottom of the form, you can edit the confirmation response. If this is a form that might be filled out repeatedly, backdating observations, or filling out the same form on multiple students, click on the Show Link to submit another response. You can also allow users to view the results and edit their responses after submitting. In the view bar, you can change the theme with the templates provided by Google. You can also view the live form or responses, which will take you to the spreadsheet associated with this form. Now we're ready to send out our form. Click the Send button. You'll get a menu with several options. You can copy and paste this link into another email, you can embed the form into a website, or you can shorten the link if that makes it easier for viewers. You can send the form directly from the menu through your Gmail account. This will create an email that's from you with the embedded form within the email and a personalized message if you wish. When the users receive the email, they can fill it out directly from that screen or click the link to go to the form. Remember when we made this form and required the answer to be a number between 0 and 100? Here it caught my error and was reminding me to change it. Now we're ready to view our responses. When you create a Google form, a Google Sheet is automatically created to organize your responses. Here you can see my response with a timestamp and that it collected my username automatically. Let's look at a form that has been used over time with many more responses. In the toolbar, go to Form, and then go to Show Summary of Responses. A summary with charts will be automatically generated with all responses in the sheet, including comments and a snapshot of the form's use over time.